Counting down the highs and lows of last year's Baltimore Orioles. Keith Costas has that information in hand. Let's start with the good stuff, Keith. There was a lot of it.
We're going to start with the bad stuff, actually,
okay.
Matty, here. It's actually kind of a good, for at least for a while it was, and that's the performance of one of your favorite players in the league, the Mountain, Felix Bautista. Now, he was rolling for most of the season, as would be expected. If you saw him the year before, he was an all-star, along with his bullpen mate, Cano. But then in late August 25th to be specific, goes down with an injury and is lost for the season. Now, that's not what ultimately unraveled them in the playoffs. They only led for one inning in that series against the Rangers, so it's not like they blew a bunch of big leads, but that was obviously a demoralizing blow given the performance that you see on this board right here between the two-headed monster of Bautista and Cano. Now, the good, Matty, while this was happening, when Bautista went down, they were in the middle of getting a resurgent performance from their two young starters at the top of their rotation in Kyle Bradish and Grayson Rodriguez. You look at what those guys did from August on, they were combined 11-3, both their ERAs in the mid-twos. And you take a look at how that stacked up against the rest of the American League. They were right there with some of the best pitchers in the game over that stretch. You see their individual stats right here, and we'll take a look at this second board of how they stacked up. Sonny Gray, the only pitcher in the American League with a better ERA than Bradish over that stretch. And one more good for you, Matty, because we're into things coming full circle on this show. We know you were a pioneer in the respect of blending play-by-play with karaoke. Well, that reared its head again with the Orioles this season. We'll take a listen.
Tom DeLong has had a lot of Padres games. Big fan. I Miss You. You don't know that one?
I don't think so. I mean, I might if I could hear the song.
Tom has this like very distinct nasally voice, you know. So he goes, "Where are you? And I'm so sorry."
Now I recognize
You
it.
do. You
yeah,
got
you
it
sound
now.
just
Thank
like him.
you. Yeah, about time.
Light my night away from here. Change my life again. Light my night, good night, my dear. My shivers are coming and I just gotta
A trailblazer of sorts, Matty V. It's got to feel good to see the young kids paying tribute to the style that you provided them in their
kids,
early years.
Whatever I can do to make it easier on the kids.